Hi, Jalen. How you doing? So thanks for getting your work in. I've got your PDF up right here, and I see what you have here is this schematic or this diagram of the life cycle analysis of seed paper or recycled paper shredded and mixed with seeds. So basically, yeah, you can make your own seed paper. So that's good because you've considered the recycled paper, and you've also talking about what happens once the the paper sprouts and the company does this over again. And I think that's important to mention is that once this seed paper gets where it's going and it gets in the ground, it's over. There's the life cycle is now over. So it's important to say that the company redistributes these papers. Did you see what I'm saying? So there is no more recycling after the seed paper hits the ground. So what you're saying here is that the life cycle begins again, but actually with effective seed paper, it doesn't. Okay, so that's important. I think that's really an important distinction. The other thing I want to mention is that in your life cycle analysis here, if you look at the project specs, and I'd like you to repost because I really want you to get this, but just include this. And it gives you these questions, it's bullets, and you can just answer these right as they are. But anyways, how will the giveaway be made? What reasons? Now we know because we've talked about it, but put it in presentation format so that when this thing all gets put together, you have a complete package. How will your giveaway be made? In this instance, describe how they make pulp seed paper, and then how will your product get to the agency you are designing it for? So in other words, how is this? How does this get transported? You mentioned in the life cycle analysis, you mentioned that it's getting, I believe it's getting sent in the mail. So that's part of this. How will the product get to the agency you're designing for? How will it get to the trade show? Are there resources required to use the product? There are, yes, and water. How long will the item last? And that's the part I just mentioned is that it's over once this thing hits the ground. So that's an effective use of what would otherwise be put into a landfill or incinerated, creating toxic elements to the atmosphere. What are some of the moral and ethical issues you as a designer need to confront with the questions? With this question of project longevity, you need to address this because that's part of this assignment. And then, of course, this one is we already answered that. Okay, and then you create an organized, client-ready documented details of the life cycle of your 3D giveaway product. So yeah, don't forget to include those questions, and you can go ahead and repost. I'll be looking for that so we can get moving and get this graded without any further delay at all, so that we can continue moving forward. Thanks, Jalen.